Trickster time. This is the way Elise told me, as told by her grandmother. They wanted the last of our land, so they made us leave our mountains with cloud shawls of blue, purple, green. They penned us like hogs before the slaughter. They drove us before them like a herd, and we died as cattle all along the road. When we came to the place they were giving us, it was nothing. Hot, bare, with its buckboard hills, this land was strange to us, and we were strange to it. My grandfather shrugged and said, "It's a stopping place." We were stunted and pale from that ordeal, like trees that grow in shadows. Our leaders said, "We will start again." We all worked hard as we could, even though we were worn and thin, from Nuna Hidunatlo Hilui, that trail where they cried. Some could not forget and forgive. A handful of men betrayed the nation, clan leaders of those who died, and thousands died in each of the 7 clans, had a responsibility under the blood law. There was ambush and death. But we turned our energies to building, to weave the world to harmony around us. White men used to say only the women among the Cherokee worked, that our men were lazy because they allowed women a major say. But lazy could never have rebuilt us as we did, with homes and newspaper and schools. It seemed we would be left alone finally. Of course, that could not happen. Yonega decided they wanted the Indian Territory too. It all began again, except this time they told us it was to make us like them. We would each have our own land. Everyone knows you can't own the earth. It's like owning part of the sky. But the white man thinks he can. Someday, Yonega will try to put a fence around the sun. Weary of false words, we knew these men wanted our land and intended to take it. My father said, "I know when I hear the whistle of money, and when I do, someone is always betrayed, and he usually looks like me." Their promises were rooted in sand. They gave some of us small parcels of the reservation. They gave some of us nothing. They gave much of our land to rich Yonega ranchers. They said we were no longer Cherokee. They said there was no more tribe, no nation. They moved many of us far from here, where we had brought forth once more the grandmother spirits of our people. It was hard after that, maybe harder than the trail even. Little by little, many were lost. Whiskey took a lot of good men and some women down. The world sick, winter forever. For most of my life, we had no tribe, according to the United States government. But it was just one less hope. We had strong people who fought for years to resurrect the Cherokee out of the ash of a dead fire. In the end, they brought us to the circle of return. We were a nation once more. You must never forget the reason your great-grandfather and great-great-grandmother fought and worked so hard when dying was easier, to keep from giving up or giving in, was you and the children you will have one day, and their children and grandchildren. Never forget the debt you owe to the grandmother spirits. And I have learned to say, Wado, thank you.